guys, we're here to save the Earth. Let's take him down.
Hello everyone, it's me LBT here and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing good. And I'm finally back with another LBT review ever since my Jurassic Fight Club and Monsters Resurrected rant. Hope you guys enjoyed those rant videos that I did, especially for Monsters Resurrected and Jurassic Fight Club, and hope that those videos will make you happy as much as possible. I was originally going to write my review for Power Rangers Wall Force, as in all the series, but suddenly I decided to take a look at some of the episodes, like Forever Red, which is a fan favorite and possibly one of my favorite things to come out in the Power Ranger franchise. It seems really interesting, and let's get to it.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, count me in. All right then, we all agree. Let's do it.
So the story of Forever Red is about 10 Red Rangers from other teams come together to stop the Machine Empire using Superterra to destroy Earth. Now it's up to 10 Red Rangers to stop the monsters and stop the machine from getting near to Earth. The story is well written and it's really well pasted and all that stuff, especially with character development, where all these Red Rangers came along and decided to stop the Machine Empire altogether, and it's well pasted and all that stuff, and I actually like the story. I really like how they were going forward with all this, especially with Mighty Morphin all the way to Wall Force, and it's really nice. And one of my favorite moments were the Time Force Rangers came along, and then there's Tommy and TJ and Andros, and then they team up to stop these monsters. Not to mention with all the other Red Rangers came along, and not to mention the morphing sequence where they decided to morph into their Ranger outfits. It's kind of nice.
All right, guys, let's do it.
And I do like the suits, except some of them that have mixed feelings on, which I don't want to get into full detail, but I like the suits in the various Rangers, especially with Mighty Morphin and Wall Force. And yeah, it has character development and all that stuff. Not to mention, they decided to talk about things that happened in the previous series, where things in that, and that's just about it. And I like the story in this, and I like the fight scene with all these Red Rangers teaming up together to stop General Vengex and all that. I like how all these Red Rangers team up together to stop these monsters and all that stuff, and then the Wall Force Red Ranger decides to fly on this bike and then tries to stop that evil Dragon Zord from conquering Earth and all that. And it's kind of weird when they use CGI on the Red Wall Force Ranger, which is really disturbing. That is one point that I did not like about this one, where a CG model of the Red Ranger was flying and then the Dragon Zord was like this and all that. It looks kind of weird and it felt off to me. That is one thing I have to point out. But it got a lot better when all these Red Rangers team up and then stop these Mutorgs. It really is kind of nice, and it does bring a lot of charm into it, especially with all these other Red Rangers teaming up together and all that. Take notes, Dimension Danger, because that's how you do a Power Ranger crossover in the right way.
That got him. Yeah, help me load him up. Right.
Okay.
Got it.
Forever Red is one of my favorite crossovers in the Power Ranger history, and it's easily one of my favorite crossovers hands down in the Power Ranger franchise. It has a well-made story, incredible fight scene, and incredible action scenes, especially with all these Red Rangers teaming up together, and nice character development. If I have to point out character development, is that not as good as Dino Thunder or Dino Charge, but for what it is, it's really good on its own. It's a really good and well-made episode, and I say give it a watch. And for those who are fans of Power Rangers, especially with the Red Rangers, give the episode a watch. You'll be able to enjoy it, and you'll be able to have a lot of fun with it. So I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to rewatch it over and over again because it's an instant classic, and it's really, really impressive, especially with all these Red Rangers. Granted, I also heard that the Super Sentai has done a similar version with this, with the Forever Red, but with all these other Red Rangers and all the other Sentais come along together and all that, which I might be able to check that out, and if I did, then I might make a review on that, so stay tuned for that. But overall, I'm going to give Forever Red a 10 out of 10 and an A+. And yes, it gets the LBT seal of approval. I absolutely love this. I love this so much that I have to rewatch it on its 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. Not to mention, I decided to give some shoutouts to a few friends of mine who are fans of Power Rangers, like Austin McNeil, sorry if I screw up his name, Edward Ghostbuster and Lego Movie Fan 2003, thanks for coming over. Dragon Critic, I know he's a big fan of Power Rangers just like me, and if you want to check out his channel, I'll put a link, and I'll put a link to all of their channels as well. And finally, Shamer Wallace, who was the biggest fan of Power Rangers. Not to mention, me and him decided to do podcasts on 3 Power Rangers like Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and Forever Red, which we already did today. And for that, I'm going to give a shout out to Shamer Wallace and all the other Power Ranger fans, and hope you guys enjoy this. And please sure to like and subscribe. More videos coming in the near future as all those other things. And LBT here. See you guys later. And remember, once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
But once a Ranger,
Always a Ranger! Yeah!